So friends, we know it was another very difficult night in Kiev last night. And in the last couple of days, I've been looking again at the astrology of Ukraine. I've been looking at the astrology since the very first day of the full war, 3.5 years ago. So I've been already saying to some friends, last time I was visiting Ukraine a few months ago, that Ukraine is in the middle of a very difficult astrological transit, that intuitively I said it was like a phoenix passing through the fire, like this, the ancient symbol of the phoenix burning on the fire, but the phoenix doesn't know it's going to be reborn. So this is, astrologically, this is the transiting Pluto. Pluto in the sky now, moving over where Saturn was when Ukraine was created, declared. So we know exactly the moment, 24th of August 1991 at 6 p.m. in the evening, that politicians voted yes, Ukraine is an independent country. So we have an exact chart for the birth of modern Ukraine. So then we can see what is happening. And I've been looking back over the astrology for years, and I looked again recently, but now I just want to tell you what are the two most important things that are happening now. So Pluto going over the natal chart, the natal Saturn of Ukraine 5 times. The first time was in March 2024. Third time was around the time that American election and January this year, 2025, when also America had stopped sending weapons to support Ukraine. And again, it's happening now. So usually, if there's an astrological transit, it happens 5 times. The most difficult are the 3rd, 4th and 5th time. So we're right now in the most difficult moment of this astrological transit. And it's really like the fire is burning the phoenix. Will the phoenix resurrect? We hope so, of course. But we won't know until the end of the year. So September and November, we can expect it's going to be very, very difficult. So big test for Ukraine. But then next year, 2026, would actually be Pluto on Chiron, which is about healing the wounds. Whatever happens this year, bad or worse, there's no good, of course, it's only very bad or very, very bad, then there's a possibility of healing for next year. But also what's happening now, at the same time, basically, we have Uranus square the natal sun. So the natal sun is the identity of Ukraine. This is who we are, okay? Now, Uranus square means it's a time of questioning. It's a time of people doubting. Are we really doing the right thing? Is our president doing the right thing? Or maybe we should just surrender. Or maybe we should change president. Maybe someone else knows better. So there will be a lot of self-doubt now, because that is Uranus. Uranus is questioning. So, but also Uranus can also be very dividing, because questioning divides. So I see that is a danger for Ukraine now. If Ukrainian society doesn't stay united and one section starts to divide and say, no, they're doing wrong. Of course, we always think that someone can do something better. It doesn't mean that we have to stop questioning, but I would really caution against division. My opinion is Ukraine needs to stay together. We all need to support each other, help each other through this most difficult time. Creativity is an answer. We have to be more creative. Of course, you know, we know the news that the army is trying to use new technology. We're trying to find new ways to solve the problem. Politicians are trying to find new ways of communication, and it's really big challenge, of course. Now, spiritually, for the spiritual people in Ukraine, it's also a time of questioning and searching, who am I? You know, am I Ukrainian, or why am I born into this country? Why is this happening in my life? What can I do to make this difficult situation, what is my best possible response? So, you know, that also could be a form of creativity, finding your most positive response to this situation. But it comes through questioning, but positive questioning, not just like negative, like you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. That's negative. Positive questioning is searching, what can we do? How can I do better? What is the better solution? How can I find a more creative answer to what is this situation? That's positive questioning. Searching for an answer you didn't see before. Okay? That would be the positive outcome of a very difficult astrological transit. And it's actually starting now, actually next month, when exactly the day we are flying to Ukraine, continuing, actually, I got this wrong, October, and then through to next May. So this period of questioning, doubting, finding creative answers will be also happening at the same time as this Pluto and Saturn. Very long term, looking 10 years into the future. If Ukraine can survive this year and next year can find some sort of healing, then there's a big astrological transit happening in 10 years' time in 2034, 2035. Two big astrological transits, which is basically the full rebirth of Ukraine. Okay, so hang in there, folks. Keep together, support each other, keep looking for positive answers. Don't listen to the negativity, don't divide, don't hate each other. Love is what joins us together, and searching for positive solutions. Okay, see you soon.